first graders. Welcome back to another week of phonics and learning. I hope that you had a really restful weekend and that maybe even on Monday you did Mindful Monday and you are ready to go and your brain is ready to go. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see what I see. Okay, so we are on session 5 already. We're going to watch out for words that don't work the same way. Wow, so we're going to have to kind of put back our detective hats on, aren't we? And we're going to have to really be making sure that when we see words, we're looking at them and we're looking for words that aren't working the same way that they might normally do. Okay, I am not going to go through this, but here is a song that's really, really good. It's called Be the Reading Boss, and it's to the tune If You're Happy, You Know It. There is a link right here, and I'm going to put that link on the video, so you should be able to see it below, maybe in the comments or the description, I mean. So if you click that, it can take you to another YouTube video, and it's really cute because there's a whole classroom that's doing it, so you can sing along with it. But we are going to get started straight away. So our teaching point today is reading bosses make decisions. Whenever you spot a vowel team in a tough word, it's decision time. You might have to try the vowel sound a few different ways, listening for a word that makes sense and sounds right. So when you get to those tricky vowels, sometimes they're not going to be as easy as they used to be. They're not all just going to be the same sound that we know. So you might have to try it a few ways. And we do that all the time. Okay, so we have a postcard from Rasheed. We also have a picture of Rasheed. This is so exciting. So we are going to look at this postcard from Rasheed, and maybe we can read it. All right, I want you to look at that picture, friends. Before we even read anything, we're going to use our detective brains. Where's Rasheed at? I see a lot of big buildings, but you know what really is giving it away? I'm seeing this big statue. And we've talked about that statue before when we talked about American symbols, didn't we? That's the Statue of Liberty. So where is he? If you said New York, you were right. Rasheed went to New York. You can see him. He's sitting right there and he's in front of all that equipment and he's doing his construction work. So this says, "Greetings from New York City." Oh my goodness. Because I have been in the Big Apple. There are construction sites on nearly every street. This is a great place to learn about building. Workers are busy building roads and train tracks and skyscrapers. Oh my goodness. So we call the Big Apple, that's another name for New York. So he has given us a clue to where he's at. And I read just this first part with you. So he's been to the Big Apple. There's construction sites on nearly every street. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find some of our vowel teams in this postcard. And I am going to highlight them. So I've been in the Big Apple. There are construction sites on, oh, do you see that? Nearly and Ben both have 2 vowels walking. Wow. On nearly every street also has a vowel team walking. This is a great, that one's a tricky vowel team, isn't it? Because you would think it would say eat. This is a great place to learn about building, but that doesn't make sense. So our detective brains go, that doesn't make sense. It does not sound right, and it doesn't work in this sentence. So I'm going to have to try this vowel a different way. So I start playing around with the word. I start using everything I know about sounds and letters, and I just start mixing it up. And if you get down to it, that A actually is what says its name. So you could try eat, eat at, but at the end of the day, you will get to great. You'll try that long A. Once you do all of those other things, and you'll say, this is a great place to learn about building. And you have it. Workers are busy building roads, long O with an A, and train tracks and skyscrapers. So do you see what I did there, first graders? I highlighted all of my words from my postcard from Rasheed. And I highlighted all of the words that had a vowel team in it. It could be EA, it could be OA, it could be EE, it could be AI. Anything that we've talked about works. Anytime you see the two vowels together, I highlighted those words. So for today, I want you to help me. I want you to do this part. I want you to do this part. I want you to circle any word that you see that has an EE, an EA, an AI, an AY, or an OA. So we've already done this part together. So you really don't need to do that again unless you just feel super pumped about phonics. Now there are two ways to send this to your teacher. One, you could find a way to take a picture of it and you could highlight on that phone. Or a really great way is using that handy dandy notebook that we've talked about, right? You could use this and you could write phonics. You could write session 5 on it. You could write phonics and the date, whatever works for you. I might try to write phonics at the top, just so my teacher knows this is phonics, because you're doing a lot of really, really good work right now. And some of that work is from math, some of it's from reading, some of it's from writing. So you want to make sure that your teacher knows what you're doing. So you could put phonics day 1. This is week 3. You could put the date. You could put Tuesday, whatever you would like to put. And then you know that you can just write the words out. Just right here. So we could find all of the words. So my assignment for you today is to find words in Rasheed's postcard that have EE, EA, AI, AY, and OA in them. Remember, they'll be walking together, so they'll be right next to each other. When you find that word, write it down, take a picture, send it to your teacher, and that is your assignment for today. You only need to do that bottom part. So you will read it, you will write your words, and then you will be good to go. And send it to your teacher. All right, hopefully that makes sense. I'm gonna give you a second if you want to right now. This is a good time to pause. Are you paused? If you are paused right now, you can do this while you look at the screen. Okay. Another way you can do it is your parents have a document that has it in it. So you have this with you. Don't forget to watch that video of that class singing Being the Boss of Our Reading. It's so fun. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye, first graders. Good job. Do your work.